as some may have noticed over the past day or so, I've been trying to figure out how to get the live stream working right, because YouTube has completely changed the dashboard settings for everything. So I think may have happened last time was I forgot to hit the streaming button on there. So things were not going. So, you know, and I've deleted those stuff anyway. So don't worry about it. All right. Other updates. Looks like something's finally starting to move on the job front on my front, even in my chosen career field. Got email back from Cox Media people about the possible board operator gig down here in Orlando. So yes, things are finally starting to turn around. And hopefully soon this insurance can be wrapped up. We can finally get into a place I can actually get an actual job that I've trained for, and we can finally, you know, get some of our dreams done here. Might be a little long in the tooth to be raising kids, but you know, you never know. A lot of people have kids in their 50s. All right. I have just been made aware of this one guy on, I guess, on Twitter reacting to the Rise of Skywalker trailer, and I'm ashamed for my gender. I mean, oh my God, this guy. Oh God. Nothing in that trailer is worth that kind of over-the-top reaction. I'm one of the guys who's actually trying to be optimistic about the movie, but that is just ridiculous. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Ladies, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see that. As a guy, I mean, oh, God. I'm currently going to be working on, I think I'm going to be doing the Letter from a Network Censor video next from the Inside Star Trek album, because I think that's one of the last things left to do on there. Thing is, I want to get a lot of pictures to go with the audio, so and there's a lot of pictures to go with that. So beats a little bit, but the audio is the easy part. And that's really about it. Really, I mean, the cat's fine. He seems to be adjusting well to spending the days of the vet clinic. But if we can actually get into a house, and you know, there's a few cheap places down here too. But if we get a decent settlement, we don't have to deal with a loan. Just, you know, okay, here. How much for the house? What kind of bills you want that in? We can get that done. And then, hey, a part-time gig at a station would be fine, because, you know, all we got to worry about is the bills at that point. And I can finally start doing... Oh, and of course, the main thing right now, like I said, this past month has really kind of put a whack on us here. And we I want to get this show up to Kingsland again. There's too much going on this time. Vic's going to be there. Michelle Speck's going to be there. Chris Doohan's going to be there. We want to get there for the whole weekend. And actually, now that we've actually built up some, you know, kind of a trusting relationship with them, I want to be able to get some interviews there. Get them and ask them some stuff, you know, about Star Trek Continues, and maybe even a little about, you know, the current kerfuffle. You know, nothing detailed you can tell, but just sort of how he, you know, his views of fandom these days, and, you know, after this mess. And talk to, you know, Michelle Speck about, you know, playing McKenna, you know, and what a gut punch it was losing her in that last episode. Spoilers for, I think, a couple years old. And of course, Chris Doohan got to talk Scott. Chris Doohan's going to be at the dream shot. Would be able to do it in engineering, or maybe just get all three of them in the briefing room. You know, that's the thing. When you got all the sets at your disposal, you can do it, you know, or do it on the bridge, or in Kirk's quarters, wherever. You know, take over sick bay or auxiliary control. You know, do it all over the place. You know, everybody on the transporter pad. You know, there's the kind of stuff I want to try and do with this. You know, because it looks like we're actually going to be here for if this thing pans out. Then yeah, we're Denver's going on hold for a while, because we're going to be down here for the foreseeable future. And finally getting the career started after a 30-year delay of listening. You need to get a real job. No, I need to concentrate on my career field that I trained for. And there's a few things looking back on, if I'd known about a few options that were there and just weren't presented to me, I could have been, you know, looking at retiring now from the radio instead of trying to get started. So if you want to get, you know, the creative arts type thing, showbiz, the last thing you need is people saying you need to give this up and get a real job and worry about it later. No. You need to pursue these little dreams here. Do whatever it takes to eat in the meantime, but don't give up on the thing. Don't put it on the back burner. because it will stay on the back burner and go cold after a while. That's one thing when I finally was able to, just getting back in the studio at KGNU was a revelation right there. And then finally, after several years of pleading and begging, and finally to change music director a couple times, able to finally get a music show for just one night. I was the voice of Denver radio, because every other station at that time of night is either automated or nothing. It's they're off the whatever. So I was probably the only live DJ in the entire Denver Boulder area on the air that night. That was broadcasting from Boulder. So I got that, and the fact that I was, and a few playing around earlier, but the fact that I was able to do a 3-hour radio show from scratch. I still got it. Okay, I can still do this, There's a few, when you find out what you're good at, you push it. You don't settle for, driving a school bus or making sandwiches at Subway. That's why I think I'm going to kick myself for the rest of my life here. Is that I did not pursue this, earlier. Because if I could have gotten to KGNU back in, when I got back in Denver in '91, and it was there, the station was started back in the, early '80s. So I could have gotten the volunteer hours and gotten the resume up to date, and I could have parlayed that into a job 20 years ago. So yeah, but I'm not bitter much. So slowly the worm is turning. Things are starting to turn around a bit. Okay. Now, I just, for the short term, we still need your help. And again, I want to get the show back up to Kingsland. And we're only talking a few $100 here to get everything evened out so that we can pull this off. Because we're going to get socked with a major sucker punch with the payday loan we had to do to cover stuff, from this month. So we need to balance that out a bit. And a little more, just raise a few $100 and we're up there. And it's not worth doing a Kickstarter campaign. Mecca Random 40, she can do it, she's going like $2,000 for the Vegas thing. That's actually a pretty fair amount. She might even be going lowballing a little bit. But I'm just needing a few orders. I'm not going to buy the Kickstarter campaign for this piddly amount. So, PayPal, Patreon, other things down below. We're about ready to get out of here. Go back to our little, corner at Starbucks, provided the college students have taken over. And we will talk to you later.